welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Now, for the Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
This pass right side is caught by Schoonmaker. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
They certainly don't waste any time getting him involved, and we knew coming in that he would be a part of the game plan, but this is a sign of things to come. He could be in store for a big game.
2nd and inches. They'll throw again. Dak on the move left. Now he'll run it. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Quick throw, taken in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open. That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Brandon Aubrey.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the second time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Javon Bullard there on the tackle.
A gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Williams gets it on the draw. And a much better result here. Give him 7, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Cowboys.
Cowboys, 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another 1st down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
Lucas Van Ness on the tackle. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 2-yard line.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Here's Dak to throw, and he'll take it on in. Luke Schoonmaker, touchdown Cowboys.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys are out to a 10-0 lead.
Cowboys 10, Packers nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. on play action. Love. He'll air it out down the middle. That is hard. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
A big gainer for Green Bay. 35 yards.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Packers.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
22 yards.
22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 15.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. Second down, they need 3. As we are ready to get back underway. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Packers are on the board. It's 10-7.
Packers 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. A first down throw for Prescott. That's out wide to Williams.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Prescott now. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 43-yard
When
line.
done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
And the Cowboys first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Here comes the jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and not going to be a lot of gain. And what a nice job there, getting his feet down on the sideline to secure his first catch of the game. They need to continue to find ways to get him involved, however the opportunity presents.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Prescott. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
16 yards. That's another Cowboys.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
At the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Now Prescott will get this out quickly to Lamb. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
To throw is Dak. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
The ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. To the air again. Prescott. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal. Dak to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
I can only imagine what went through his head as that play developed and he realized his guy was one-on-one with a safety. That's a complete mismatch on paper and even more so on the field. And once he sees it, he's going to attack it, and they come away with the touchdown.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will get out in front 17-7.
Packers 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That one good for 29.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A run up the middle of Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
That's caught by Golden, right side. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately?
It is brought in the end zone. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
McManus on for the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 42 yards.
First down.
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. We just saw a great example why, and it led to a huge chunk play.
Good blocking to the 15. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 10-yard line.
Gain of 26 yards.
Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
10 at the 10-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. To the 5-yard line. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak.
The pass. Xavier McKinney on the tackle. A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw is Prescott. Quick throw taken in. Packers going to use their final timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Packers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. Love to throw it on first down. Pass caught right side by Krabs. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Love. For the middle, that one caught by Watson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
On second down, Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Defense.
That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a first down. So, Matt LaFleur will send out the field goal unit. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Yards on the play.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, Love. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Running is Jacobs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Williams on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. That one caught. He finds Golden. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
4 yards.
A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Packers.
24-yard gain on the play.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The ball carrier. Quentin Williams on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The throw on the run is complete. It's a good pickup on 2nd down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far,
Still 2nd down.
and it draws the flag. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
3rd and 3.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will tie the game here in the 3rd quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line, and their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. Play action now. Prescott Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They run on the jet sweep. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open. I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Pistol now for Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. And you can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets it.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On the carry, it's Williams. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go again here with Williams. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
10 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
At the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal. Now Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. A return now from the 4. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll run the sneak, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And the Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Well, here's where you really see the
46-yard line.
value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Packers.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And that will lead to a second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Play fake. Prescott. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
2nd down, Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move. And
the pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he will go all the way. C.D. Lamb, touchdown, Dallas. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. Cowboys will go up by 7.
Makes the score Cowboys 30, Packers 23.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. It's caught by Golden, right side. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 36 yards.
First and 10.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
A good play action with Love. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Donovan is a Raku. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On the play fake, Dak. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
And 10 yards.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
At the 40-yard line.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
First down.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor. And That could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd down, goal to go. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's got another one. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it, and the Cowboys will go up by 7.
Makes the score Cowboys 37, Packers 30.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. A quick slant, worked in by Watson. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
A gain of 37 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Love quickly out to Watson.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. they've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 down.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Teron Black. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
If they lose this game, this is going to be one of those possessions that they're going to get on the bus thinking about. I mean, you just can't let drives go to waste, especially at this stage of the game, Mike. I mean, now it's up to the defense. Can they go out there, bail the offense out, and close this game?
There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Dak gonna run with it himself. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll go with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Packers going to use their final timeout now. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. It's 3rd and 4. To a knee goes Prescott. And that should do it. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.